There were 3 girls called Megan, Sally and Alec. They were mean girls. In the afternoon, they'd meet at Sally's house. For fun, they made lists of people they didn't like. If you had big ears, or red hair, or a voice that warbled like a magpie, that was enough for them not to like you. The old people knew when the girls were together, because the sun grew dull and things lost their colour. One day, Megan had a plan.
This is my brother's phone. Nobody knows his number.
Yes!
Awesome!
Okay, let's text someone. Let's text Trisha.
The girl with the smelly hair.
Ew, I hate her hair. Ugh.
Okay, what should I say?
Right, Trisha, you stink.
Yeah, send it.
Megan wrote the message and pressed send. The phone took the message to Trisha. Trisha cooked the meals and did all the washing in her house because her mother was sick. Trisha didn't mind. She wanted her mum to get better. Trisha's mother slept in the afternoon, so Trisha watched TV. Trisha loved shows where people had adventure or cooked tasty meals. When Trisha was old enough, she wanted to have exciting adventures and become a great cook. Trisha was cooking when the phone message came.
Oh, who's this from?
Trisha, everyone at school thinks you stink.
I hate you.
Whatever.
Having made Trisha sad, the phone left. She started to cry. She didn't know who had sent the message. Trisha's mother could hear her cry. She called out, but Trisha didn't answer.
Trisha, what's wrong?
Her mother was too weak to get up. Both of them felt a big shame, and the house became cold like a cave. Meanwhile, the phone walked back to Megan.
She says, I hate you.
What a stinky loser! Oh my god, that was so much fun.
Let's do it again.
Who else can we call?
A stinky wind started to blow around the house. The old people knew it was caused by the girls' bullying. The girls were crossing the line.
Who else should we text?
You know that girl who wears thick glasses?
The ugly one, Rowena.
Yeah, what should we say?
She's ugly and blind.
That's so funny.
Hurry, send it.
So the phone took the girl's message to Rowena. Rowena wore glasses. Sometimes it was a little hard for her to see. Rowena had a deadly drop punt, and Leon would run after the ball like a dog. When Rowena's brother Leon grew up, he wanted to be a professional footballer. When Rowena grew up, she wanted to be an eye doctor. Rowena got the message while she was playing kick-to-kick with Leon. Rowena looked at her phone, which was beeping.
Rowena, you're ugly, but you don't know it because you're blind.
I am not.
Yes, you are. You're blind and ugly.
Meanwhile, Leon stood in the distance. He called out to Rowena.
Kick the ball, Rowena!
No, Leon, I'm going inside.
Rowena went inside. She was sick with bully poison.
You're a bully.
Whatever. Bye. Rowena says you're a bully.
As if.
Bullies are boys, stupid.
And we're not boys, stupid.
She's so stupid.
What do you expect from someone ugly and blind?
Outside, the stinky wind was blowing stronger. It was so strong, colours started blowing off trees. Even stinky bugs were leaving the house because of the bad smell. The old people called for the girls to stop. The girls were making a bad wind by being bullies. They didn't care and just laughed.
Stop it!
Stop.
Don't cross the line.
The girls ignored the warnings about crossing the line.
Who else should we text?
Let's text the new girl, Carrie.
Isn't that the girl who stutters?
Yeah, why can't she speak normal? I know it's not that hard.
What should we say?
Ask her why she talks like a fart.
That's so mean.
No, it's not. It's funny.
The phone then took the message to Carrie. Carrie was new at school. Her family had come to town because her father got a job as a park ranger. Carrie had a stutter, which meant some words were hard to say.
Wangaratta.
But when Carrie sang, she didn't stutter, not even on the hardest word. Her father said this was a mystery.
Wangaratta, you're always on my mind.
Carrie's father sometimes took care of sick animals. Carrie was hand-feeding a wallaby when the text message came. The phone whistled as it walked. But this time, something weird happened. No matter how hard it tried, the phone couldn't talk. After trying and trying, the phone gave up and walked back to the girls.
What did she say?
Nothing. I didn't give her your text.
Why not?
I can't give her your message because she won't take your call.
Carrie had met bullies before. Now she only read messages from family and friends. That way, she avoided text bullies.
Kinabavran, I'll always love you.
Carrie's father helped program her phone. Now it showed her who a message was from. If she didn't know the number, she deleted the message without reading it. Because she didn't read the nasty message, she finished feeding the wallaby and felt good about herself. She was happy not to get the girls' nasty message. Megan, Sally, and Alec flew into a rage because Carrie wouldn't listen to them. Megan threw her brother's phone against the wall. Then she started being nasty to Sally and Alec. The girls started bullying each other. Outside, the stinky wind grew so strong, even the old people couldn't help. The girls became trapped in their own stinky world. As long as they wanted to be mean, not even the stinky bugs wanted to be near them.